quick instructional video on doing your petitions when you're running for a party position, either as a committee person or a elected position. Any elected positions have a number of signatures you need to get on the ballot. So for example, Will Collins, I ran against him for county legislator years ago. And I think I needed maybe 200, 250 signatures, for example. So you have to collect signatures from registered Republicans. If you're a registered Democrat, you got to get them from registered Democrat, conservative, and so on and so forth is how the process works. So there's a note here on the bottom. So who witnesses a signature, they have to then turn these in the Board of Elections that this person witnessed these citizens sign the petition. Now, if you by chance get to someone's house and they say, well, let me take it inside. Well, they can take it inside. I don't recommend that, but you have to see them sign it. If you don't sign it, if you don't see them sign it, you can't witness that they signed it. So number one, I don't recommend you take it inside unless you can see the people sign it. And I've done that a few times where they can actually do it. How the petitions are broken down, you have the candidate here. There's some wording here. You're a member of the party, whatever it is. These petitions are actually online. You can get the rough idea. These ones are custom made by the party bosses typically. So you have the person running, the position they're running for, and then their address is right there. Now the next line is the committee to fill vacancies. Now, when you see this line, especially in the Republican Party, these are the leaders of the county. These are the people that work behind the scenes that control who gets on the ballot. They're fixing the ballots before you even vote because these are the power brokers in the county. They're your committee people that you don't even know are elected. We try and get everyday citizens on the committee, but it's hard to find people that want to get involved and be part of the community anymore. But this is the key. You complain about government is because you're not on the committee. The committee process is very simple. I can talk about that later. You can watch my other videos on that. But simply, the date's got to be correct. When the person signs this, their address has to be there in the town that they're running in. The other issue you run across is sometimes, like for example, in Heartland, you have Gasport, the village of Gasport, which is in the town of Heartland, part of it. And so your mailing address will be Gasport, but you're going to be in the town of Heartland. So see where they list both I'm working on a car out there, my nails are dirty. So it would be, the street address, Gasport, New York, the mailing address, but then it would be town of Heartland, for example. So you got to pay attention to that. That's very important. They'll actually kick out petitions because the people that work at the Board of Elections are your enemy. They're not your friends. They are your enemy. And if you run against their people, they will not tell you correctly a lot of times what goes on. There's a lot of dishonesty because your committee people right here decide who work at the Board of Elections. It's not an unbiased group of people. They're politically biased. Both parties, the Republican and Democratic Party, run the Board of Elections. Basically make sure the date's correct. On the left-hand side here, you got your addresses, statement of witnesses. Now, when you turn these in, you have to have a cover sheet when you turn them in. So you put them all together and you do a cover sheet like this. So it actually explains, volume 1, total number of volumes in the petition 1, and it'll show you the number of sheets and number of signatures in the volume, basically. So this is how they want you to turn in the signatures with this cover sheet. So, and then when you put them in, they all have to be stapled together. So when you have all these petitions together, you put the cover sheet, make sure the numbers are correctly, and you staple them together. I had some people say that, they rejected them because they weren't together. The cover sheets weren't right, and because it wasn't all attached. So you got to really watch how you turn these in, and do that. So for example, the conservative designating petition. So for example, here's people that ran for the conservative committee. This is, the Republican have committee, the Democrats have committee, the conservatives have party committees. The committee is the secret to their power, because without a party line, you lose votes. So what the Republicans have done in Niagara County is they put friends and families, they switch their parties to conservative, They put them on the committee so they control who gets on the ballot. So Will Collins here, who's a Republican, you can see they circulated a petition for Will Collins as a conservative too, so he gets on that line. So they trick people to think that they're conservative when they're really not, just because they invaded that party, and that's actually illegal. They shouldn't invade that party. Leave it alone. Let real conservatives run. And then you see the people here on the committee, the conservative committee, all power brokers in the county. Bill Ross, he was a county legislator. And then it's kind of funny so you can't circulate petitions unless you're a member of that party. But on the bottom of the petition, so if you look at this petition here, you see it has 25 signatures. This has 15 signatures. And if you look at it, there's an extra line down here in the bottom of the conservative petition, because here a Republican circulated the petition. So Patricia Dufour, a town board member, you can see how the political parties work together. It's their secret club. That's why they don't give a crap about your taxes, nothing else. So she's actually a town board member, circulate a petition for Will Collins, a county legislator. But in this case here, they don't have any true conservatives to go out and circulate petitions. So according to the law, if you're a notary of the public, if you're a notary or a commissioner of deeds, which is appointed by the governors, you can actually witness signatures, but you got to be in here as a witness. And this one's kind of funny because Mark Crocker, the town supervisor, witness his. So here you go. So he's not a conservative, he's a Republican, but this proves how they manipulate the line. So he witnessed as a notary that he collected these conservative signatures so he can get on the conservative line. So that's what the notary aspect of it. The other thing is people ask me is, do these have to be on legal size paper? No, they don't. They can be on regular size paper or legal size. Just when they're legal, you get more space. And the other thing too is, I don't like the legal because you need a legal notepad. You got to fold these up to fit them on the clipboards, other clipboards. When you turn petitions in, you typically want to turn them in the last day of the last hour, because these party people are so ruthless, you don't know what they got up their sleeves. So we've heard rumors, and especially for committee seats, so for example, to get on the conservative committee to choose candidates for the ballot, you only need like 4 signatures. So we found out you have like 3 to 4 days to turn petitions in. You turn one in early, the Republicans that see that you're running in this area, they'll go out in that area right away and get someone to run against you to make sure you don't represent the people. This is what they do at the Board of Elections. We had something happen last year where the Board of Elections contacted our opponents within an hour and told them that they have opponents, you better start looking into this. This is information leaked from the Board of Elections, private information sent to the politicians because they want to control what's going on. Here you go, Niagara County. This is, the Republicans in Niagara County, a lot of them are fake Republicans. They don't care about it's all about securing their lifetime benefits as an elected official and overtaxing the heck out of you. That's what it's about, people. But some basis here, you can reach out to me. My cell phone number is 716-998-2572. I can actually show you how to do these. I have blank copies of petitions so you can make your own, run for office. We can get you the voting list of people, because when you're knocking on these people's doors, we have all these address information. So when you're here it's at Amy Lane here, hey, it's William home. Yeah, I'm here to run for office. I just want to give the people choice. Doesn't mean you support me. It just gives me a chance to get on the ballot. Oh, here you go. They sign your petition and off you go. And you get enough of them, like in town Lockport, you need, I think, maybe 300 maybe to run for town supervisor, town board, county legislator, and so on and so forth. Heartland and other communities as little as maybe 60, 70 signatures to run for a major office. It's very easy. This is what you have to do. You're upset about what's going on. All politics is local, people. It's not the president. It's not the congressman. It's not the governor. It's you, because you're not doing this. It's all your fault. If you run for these local offices, you can simply tell those state officials, no, we're not doing that. The only reason why the Republicans are telling the state, that no, is because they're getting paid by the state. They can't go against them because they'll lose pay and benefits. That's the game. Thanks for listening. Any questions, reach out to me, 716-998-2572.